I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. An investigation by the Orange County District Attorney's Office and State Police is underway into the circumstances that led up to a fatal shooting last night in the town of Newburgh involving a state trooper and a motorist. The trooper fired a shot that killed the driver of a car that had been pulled over. State Police Troop F Commander Edward Rasso issued the following statement this afternoon.
Approximately 7:40 p.m. last night on Route 32 in the town of Newburgh, Trooper David Rudifer from SB Highland, a K-9 officer, was involved in a vehicle and traffic stop whereby he stopped a black 1993 Lexus. That Lexus was operated by William C. Baines, age 51, from Newburgh, New York. At some point during the traffic stop, the subject and Trooper Rudifer were outside the vehicle and a struggle ensued. During that struggle, physical altercation, during that struggle, one round was fired by Trooper Rudifer into the abdomen of William Baines. Baines was taken from the scene by ambulance and he later expired at St. Luke's Hospital in Newburgh. The investigation is still ongoing in concert with the Orange County District Attorney's Office, and obviously we're still relatively early in the investigation.
State Police did not release any further details about what led up to the fatal shooting of William Baines. Trooper Rudifer suffered minor injuries in the struggle and was treated and later released from St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital. He's a K-9 officer assigned to the Highland State Police Barracks and an 8-year State Police veteran who was named Troop F Trooper of the Year in the past year. He's been placed on administrative leave pending the results of the criminal and internal investigations. In Kingston, the search is on for the man who robbed a bank this morning. It happened at around 10:30 at the M&T Bank branch on North Front Street. No initial word on whether a weapon was shown or how much money may have been taken by the suspect who ran off. Keep checking back here at Record Online for updated information. Ulster County Health Department officials have confirmed 2 cases of Legionnaires disease and that they are working with the owner of the unidentified building where the case is developed in order to monitor the situation and provide guidance on follow-up measures. Legionnaires is spread through bacteria and water vapor. At-risk people are usually those 65 and older. Symptoms are similar to pneumonia. It is not Ulster County's first brush with Legionnaires. 2 people were diagnosed with Legionnaires back in 2010 at Golden Hill Infirmary in Kingston. One of the 2 elderly women died. Specific charges contained in an Orange County grand jury indictment are expected to be revealed early next week in the case of Brent Canoff, the 22-year-old Port Jervis man accused of causing the death of his 13-month-old son Cameron last month. Police say a subsequent investigation determined that Canoff smothered the child with a blanket. Police charged Canoff with second-degree murder. He continues to be held in Orange County Jail without bail. Those in the Orange County Legislature who want to put the issue of selling the Valley View nursing home on hold for 2 years came up short Thursday in their attempts to force a vote on the issue. Legislative Chairman Michael Pillmeyer refused to allow a vote on the 2-year moratorium proposal by legislator Roxanne Donnery because no legislative committee had approved the resolution in advance. County Executive Ed Diana's budget for next year only includes funding for Valley View through January. Sale opponents have until November 15th to come up with the 14 votes they'll need to amend Diana's budget and fund Valley View for the entire year. There's word from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers that the agency has decided to extend their current flood prevention study in the Sullivan County region to include Cattail Brook in Livingston Manor. It was the scene of a damaging flood last month. Heavy rain September 18th sent water from the brook over its banks, partially destroying 2 homes, wiping out a town of Rockland Bridge, damaging roads and sidewalks, and flooding basements and buildings along Main Street. That area was also the site of a 2006 flood that took the life of a 15-year-old Jamie Berthoff after her River Street house was swept away in floodwaters. Hurricane Irene did a number on Port Jervis City Hall last year, with basement flooding creating a serious mold problem that uprooted several city offices, civil service, the building department, and assessor's office, as well as the city police detectives' quarters. Well, today, city officials showed off the newly reopened and renovated basement offices. Port Jervis Mayor Russ Potter says changes were made that will guard against future flooding issues at City Hall.
The problem was the cellar, the walls, now they're concrete, but they were wallboard. And the water and the raw sewage and the bacteria got into the wallboard. It started climbing up. It created a mold situation, which was unsanitary for working conditions, and we were basically put in a position where we had to look out for our employees. We moved them out of here.
The repairs cost about $500,000. Potter's hoping to get some reimbursement from FEMA, and he says that, plus city insurance coverage, will mean little, if any, impact on city taxpayers. And in news out of Albany, Governor Andrew Cuomo has signed Lauren's Law into law. It requires that driver's licenses and ID card applicants address the issue of possible organ donation on their paperwork by having to check the organ donor question box by either indicating yes or skip this question. Supporters hope it'll lead to more organ donors. Currently, there are nearly 10,000 state residents waiting for an organ transplant. New York State has one of the lowest percentage of adult organ donors. Lauren's Law is named for Lauren Shields, a 12-year-old heart transplant recipient from Stony Point. Well, after a couple of days of late summer-like temperatures, it's going to feel a lot more like fall out there this weekend. Saturday will be partly sunny with the chance of a late-day shower. The highs will be up around 70 degrees. Sunday will be cloudy with showers, and it'll be noticeably cooler with temperatures not expected to get above 60 degrees. Get the news you need, plus the features you enjoy in the weekend editions of the Times-Herald Record. And when news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.